All right, guys, don't forget about Underdog Wireline, man. I'm doing a quick shout out for these guys. You know, they've been sponsoring us since day one almost, man. So it's a great guys, great company. You know, if you need a logged, perfed, you know, they do completion, open hole. They got drop guns, man. They got lay down machines. They got all kinds of stuff, dude. So check them out. Don't forget, I'm gonna put the number up right here. Look them up, man. They're great people. They know how to get it done. I worked with them personally out here, you know, especially on the wireline side. So I know exactly what they're doing. Their hands are out there helping out. So I've said it before. I'll say it again, man. Hit them up. They're the best out here. Give them a shout out, dude.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys again, here to announce yet another sponsor, Branded 14 Hot Shot Services LLC. They offer hot shot work, ESP spooling, ESP technician service, and heavy hauling with semis. These guys are local. They're helping us out, so we want to help them out. Go give them a call at 432-638-1755. All the other information we're going to put right down here, so you guys can give them a call, send them an email, however you need to get in contact with them. We appreciate it.
Nice. All right. Sounds good, man. This is fucking different.
Yeah, no, but it's cool.
It is cool. It's cool. I was a little nervous about it because I didn't know how to do it, but it's just kind of awkward, like you said. And whenever I messaged you about it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck, but I know we got to put something out. And then I was like, well, I know the Zoom does pretty good job. At least it separates audio and video, so I can mess with it too if I don't want to use this one and that one. So, you know,
that's cool.
But yeah, no, man. I just been out here. I'm probably gonna be out another week, dude. So I've been out here in South Texas. I mean, Pleasanton. So we're moving shops from Alice to over here. So it's just been
that's dope though.
It's cool. I mean, they got me. I'm in the hotel, and then you know, Courtney and them came down yesterday, this weekend, and they hung out with me all weekend. We went to Port A, you know, for the weekend with San Antonio. So it was kind of nice, man. You know, so I felt bad because they're all at the house. Sophie went on a dance thing, and then freaking Aiden was out of town, so there's just them two at the house all weekend. And I was like, why don't I just come down? And luckily, I was off all weekend, so they were able to hang out with me. Yeah, so. It's been cool. It's been different. I've been quiet online. Like it's like one of those things where I'm like, dude, like I don't know.
Nah, you're busy though, so it's not like
busy. I've been moving shit and running around, and then, but it's also been very weird too because I'm so used to putting shit out. Like I'm just like, fuck. I don't know. I'm like, I probably could do something. I just been so busy. I get back, I'm like an old man, you know. So that's
and it's like it's fucking crazy that this time that we've had been off. Yeah. So much shit is happening, and like it's fucking crazy, man.
It is crazy, man. You know, especially with the what was it? The UFC looks good too, though. We saw that. I was talking about
UFC
Noche and San Antonio.
Yeah,
dude. I was looking at that.
It's gonna be fire if it's fucking Diego and Yair, man. It's gonna be a badass fucking fight. Like, and they switch it from pay-per-view to fucking fight night, so it's gonna be good.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I was peeking at it earlier, but I was just like, man, I guess it was like Mexico had issues or something like that, and that's why
they were building. So they typically they build whatever fucking structure they need. Like those motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah.
So they're building a new stadium or facility or whatever the fuck. And they couldn't get it done in time, so they had to change venues. And San Antonio's perfect. Like, they're going to blow it up, bro.
Dude, I mean, I was just here like I was there yesterday or this weekend. We went to some restaurant. They had these big-ass conchas you could put inside a fucking...
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to do that, but we didn't. But then we went downtown, and, you know, it was really quiet, though. I guess apparently there was, like, a lot of flood. Or, like, it's, like, really full.
Yeah.
And I was like... Shit, we were down there. There was nothing going, but I didn't go to the river.
It was nice, huh?
But I mean, it's just I don't know. I was driving. I was like, dude, it's so nice here. Like the scenery. Sometimes I forget. I get caught up in everything else, but it's really nice around this area. You know what I'm saying? Like Pleasanton's nice.
No, it is.
You know.
So. I mean, typically when we're going to fucking San Antonio, it's like you got a specific thing that you're going to do or whatever. So it's like you don't focus on just fucking doing whatever comes to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know what was weird right now was setting this shit up because like this mic, I haven't used this stand in forever. It's an old school stand from the box. So I was like,
the ones that you just clip.
Yeah, and then I was like, how do I even fucking work this thing? And then Courtney, I was like, hey, bring me this and that from over there. I pretty much had this shit hot shotted. And then I was like, and she was like, wait, what do you need? I'm like, the cord. I'm like, oh man, she don't know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like I need all these aux cords and fucking. She brought me all these USBs. And shit. Dude, it was a lot. But I was busy, so I was like, you know, like, this guy is funny. I'm working with this guy. He's a cool guy, but he, you know, like usually you take a lunch, right? But my man gets us like with a breakfast, but he's like, it's almost like we're having brunch every day because we get there like right between brunch and lunch, and then we eat, and then it's like we're doing so much like it goes through lunch. We're like, damn, it's 2 o'clock. We didn't even eat yet, bro. You know what I mean? But we're
The
getting
hunger don't hit you.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we're getting it though, man. So it's been one of those things, but it's been good though, dude. So, but no,
That's what's
I'm
up,
just
man.
glad to finally get one in, man. I know we've kind of been busy and stuff like that, so
Yeah, we got to put one out because it was getting 2 weeks in a row. It was getting
Oh, and
pretty crazy for us.
dude, honestly, and then like I didn't realize it, but it does affect like the numbers at least. Like I was like, dang, we still
Hell
had some
yeah,
people going to big moves and stuff like that, and they're
yeah,
still going to Brandon, and Nino's still blowing off on there, bro. Like
yeah,
it's just crazy, with all that stuff. But one thing I wanted to kick, I was telling you about, I didn't really touch, but I did a job last week on a Friday, and I went out
yeah,
there freaking right by the border, dude. Like it was so wild,
yeah.
like to like I'm telling you right now, I'm driving up there at 5 a.m. It's pitch black, and I don't know where I'm at. It's like 20 miles on Lease Road, and I see Border Patrol just going crazy, bro. Like they're blowing through like probably like 40 miles an hour, two of them, and I'm like, oh man, shit just
Yeah,
got serious around here, dude. Like Sicario vibes
yeah.
are blowing.
Well, I mean, that whole ruling that the judicial branch had
Yeah,
over like 500,000 deportees or something. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like here, I've heard of a lot of shit here, like construction sites and everything here in Midland.
yeah, yeah,
Have been getting hit and people just not showing up. Like people are kind of ghosting their work and shit like that, which is understandable. I get it. People are scared and yeah, unfortunately,
yeah.
it's the fucking answer that the right had for the left's bullshit. You know what I mean?
No, for sure,
I
man.
wish, I wish it didn't have to be like this. Obviously, it hits home for me, and it's not something I like to see or whatever. But unfortunately, we got to heal this sick country of ours, and it's gonna hurt a little bit at first. So I keep telling people because this whole steel tariff shit and the immigration shit, like all of that stuff is hitting, and people are like,
Yeah,
I feel like they're kind of panicking a little bit. And also like the market is weird as fuck because oil went up today, gas went down. It's fucking crazy.
yeah,
It's just weird stuff that you're used to seeing with correlating. Like the price of the barrel goes up, the price of gasoline goes up, but it's so weird, man. We're getting busier and gas prices are dropping. It's just weird. I don't think people are used to something like this happening, and it's weird, man. It's
yeah.
odd.
Well, I talked to a lot of guys out there. Like that was the thing for me is that we hear about this issue. We've never been there. Like, I mean, we're from Midland, but we're not a border town,
Yeah.
right? So it's like we know
Mm-hmm.
about it. We know about it, but we believe it. But I haven't really spoke to anybody. And all those guys out there, they work out there. They've been out there. And like one thing
Yeah.
this guy was telling me is that he had his like house was broken into, and his wife was like scared and stuff, and they had to call the police and border patrol. And like
Yeah.
people broke in and broke all this. They broke all his glasses in his house, his windows. They got in, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they took some shit. But he was like, but it was annoying because I had to fix the windows. And then he's like, but on top of that
Yeah.
too, he's like, these guys are telling me, like he said he was out there on location and they looked over out of nowhere and they saw a lady out there. Like, and he was like, so and we're not supposed to give them anything. He's like, but we looked around, everybody got a little nervous because he's like, sometimes what they'll do is they'll put a lady out there in the front.
As bait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they got guys come out, and then he was like, nobody really thinks about this. He'd be like, these people sometimes they're very like like they're on their last limb, bro. Like they're just trying to get out. Like they're
They're
trying to get
desperate. They're
they're
desperate.
desperate, exactly. So like he's like, there's been cases of people getting killed. He's like, man, you can like, and I started hitting me because I got to location like an hour early. So I'm sitting on
Yeah.
location. I get out and I'm walking, like changing my boots on and stuff, and I'm thinking, damn, bro, like I did that all this morning, not even thinking of. And he's like, dude, you can't see what's out there, and he's right.
Yeah.
You can't see behind the bushes. You don't know he's gone. He's like, we've had cases of people getting killed, people's stuff gets stolen. Like they just take your car, they'll hold you up, take your ride, and get out. And I was like, damn, bro, like I don't know, it just hit me different.
It's
He's like,
dangerous.
he's
Yeah.
exactly. And I said, y'all are really in it. He's like, dude, we're in it. He's like, people don't ever talk about us. He's like, we're out here by the border. Literally, Mexico's right there, and like we got border patrol driving down our lease roads, and he's like,
That's
and it's
crazy.
crazy. He's like, it's not as safe as people think it is. He's like, like he's like people wanted to say it wasn't that bad, but he's like, I'm telling you right now, when Trump came in, it changed everything. But he's like, he's like the border was wild, dude. And he's like, I've seen caravans with like 20, 30 people running around here. He's like, and we're all like,
Damn.
you don't know what's going on because you don't know who they are, what they're doing, and all that. And I was like, I don't know, it kind of blew my mind. Like I was just like standing there like. And then I felt naked. I was like, "Damn, I ain't got nothing." And some old guy could have been hiding behind a bush whenever I was, using the restroom or something.
So did you?
It was crazy.
Did you ever ask? Did you ever ask if you can carry? Just because of those circumstances, or no?
You can't carry on location because
yeah. No, I mean it's typical. It's typical for any location. Like you can't carry.
Yeah, and it says it out there. Like when you pull up there, it says no. But he's like, I don't want to rat on the guy, but he's like, we can't be out here by ourselves either. Like, and he's like, some people, people are gonna say this and that, but they're gonna do something else. So I don't know if that explains the answer, but it's true though. Like, he's like, man, I'm telling you right now, just always be on the lookout. And this guy wasn't like, he was like an older Mexican guy, real nice guy, but he was like for real, like, dude, we've caught all kinds of stuff out here. Like, it's not like a joke. Like, y'all guys go to work. And y'all come on, all y'all worried about is H2S and not killing yourselves, but we're worried about that shit too. But we're also worried about somebody putting a knife to our neck out there.
It's crazy, bro.
And he's like, somebody could literally kill you, pull you 100 yards out there, or right behind those bushes. They ain't gonna find you, bro, till the buzzards come, And he's like, you think about that, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, dude, like it just hit me, man. But I'm telling you, I'm driving up there at 5 a.m, and I got Border Patrol driving by me crazy, and it just that Sicario stuff was going in, and I was like, man, I'm really, and I knew I was close to the border, but I didn't realize it till I drove in.
And that's some fucking hard work conditions. I mean, when I told you that I got sent to El Porvenir, whenever back then, it doesn't hit you. It doesn't really hit you like you think about certain things, man. When I went over there and I asked the guy who was kind of my liaison.
Yeah.
When I asked him, like, hey, man, you're taking a Range Rover, like, over? And he's like, yeah, man, they told me not to change vehicles because the cartel already knows what I drive. So, like, these border towns, they're not policed normally, right? They're policed by the cartel that runs those towns. And, like, the company that we worked for, they were employing people from that town. So, I mean, you got grandmas, grandpas, uncles, aunts. All these people are somehow tied in with the cartel, whether it's somebody's cousin, brother, nephew, whatever it is. There's some people tied in the cartel. So those people are working for this company, and they control, man. They have control, a certain amount of control, right? They're not going to control what the company does, but they make sure that nothing happens to the company. You know what I'm saying? They make sure because their people are eating off of that. The people that live in that. Not everybody can be a cartel member and be working for them, right? So obviously, this is pumping money into it's American money, right? It's pumping into that community, and it's crazy, but they run that border town, right? So what happens when you're right there and those same guys are like, okay, we got to get these 30 people over the border, carrying whatever the fuck they're carrying, man, whether it be people or it be fucking merchandise, whatever the fuck they're carrying, guns, you know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, man. And those are the people that if you run into, that's when you got problems, right? Because those are the people that don't want to be stopped, will do anything not to be stopped. And that's crazy, man. I never thought about those people that are there. Like, he's right. Like, you're over here, you're not thinking about the people that are, doing the jobs that we're doing, but on the border, it's crazy.
No, for sure. Like, even that's what, and it hit me though. I was like driving back, and I had a 3-hour damn drive back. So I was like, and first of all, I thought I was gonna be close to town around here, and then when I saw the location, I said, damn, that's 3 hours away. Shit, and it's like 30 miles in a lease road. Like usually Midland, you get some long ones, but not 30 miles, bro. It was a long way, and I was like, damn, I hope I'm going the right way because I don't know where I'm gonna go. It was crazy though, and it was just so close. Like, I mean, I was close to Laredo, so. And I was just like, man, I don't know. I felt like it was different. I told Quinny, man, it really blew my mind. Like thinking about it, like driving home, I'm over here thinking about it. Like, I caught everybody. Like, dude, it's wild over here, man. Like, and I'm telling you, I got out. I left that location. I pulled down the road, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my boots off, put my Crocs on, you know, because that's what I like to do when I drive long ways. And
Yeah.
I'm looking sideways everywhere. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was just nervous, dude. I really,
Motherfucker under your truck. You know what I'm
dude,
saying? You got to make
yeah.
sure nothing's taped under the truck, partner.
That too, man. But it was like, and I get there early, dude. Like I was out there an hour early, and I'm sitting out that location by myself, and I'm like, I wasn't even thinking that way when I was sitting there. I'm just sitting there, like waiting on these guys. Like, man, I hope they
Yeah.
didn't tell me I got here to get here too early. And then they roll up, and then he tells me, I'm like, man, it was just wild, man. I don't know, like nobody really talks about that, and that's one thing that I think that's really different about. Like, I figure I would like to point out really good about it is because
Yeah.
nobody really
But they
brings that
see
up.
the physical difference. So
Oh,
they see the physical difference from before open
oh,
border policy to what you see now.
100%. I mean, I talked to 3 guys, and I'm telling you right now, I don't talk politics all day on location or bring that up at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just literally just curious what it's like, and they're telling me, dude, we see helicopters all day around here. I've seen helicopter chases around here, like for like illegals and stuff. And he's like, and so it gets crazy. But I was just curious on that part. But then I was like, and whenever that guy told me that his wife was all scared and then they broke into his house and they didn't know what it was, and then he was like, man, we used to see people go all day, like walk by here. He said it's crazy now. It's like way different. He's like, it's way more secure. Like I feel safer in my country. But he's like, oh man, for a while it was just wild. And I did ask him at the end, like, so you literally do see a difference with like Trump and all. He's like, oh yeah, way better. And he's like, I don't know, just the way they told me. And I'm telling you, it wasn't political. It was just straight facts. Like, what's your experience?
Yeah.
And I talked to numerous guys like that, bro. So it was just, there's one guy from Midland, and we were talking. I said, "How you liking out here?" He's like, "Man, I'm ready to go back home, bro. It's too much stress out here." And I was like, "Damn." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so, man. But
Go back home and get that vacay,
yeah,
on the regular rig,
dude, I know. I was just like, but it was different. And there's some big there's work out here too. Like I don't know how crazy it used to get crazy back in the day, but I know they still stay busy and still got stuff going. At least where I was at, I saw a bunch of rigs. I saw like a lot of work going on. So, but yeah, man, it was.
I mean,
it was wild.
people are holding firm, man. People are holding firm. Like, there's a lot of shit going. OPEC's trying to put the pressure on us. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
so far, we're not folding, right? So far, but
well,
it's still getting tough.
Yeah, and like I always say to everybody, man, like I always knew it's gonna happen with OPEC. They always do this, and on top of that, I'd rather have a better country than anything. I ain't gonna lie to nobody, bro. Like
100,
you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where people have to look at it too. Like some people get caught up on the prices and all that stuff, and I get it, but it's also like, man, I feel safe in my country, and I'm actually proud of this country. You know what I'm saying? Like. Before it was like, man, I was like, I've always been proud of it, but I was just like a little like, dang, we look weak as shit right now. 15, 20. I got the same shirt on, and I was like, I just put the same shit on.
No, I did it. I'm fucking. I'm on a whole different shit, but
yeah, I know it's crazy because it's like we're having these issues, and it's like trying to figure it. And honestly, I bought that part for my phone, but it wasn't working, dude. Like, it's not catching on. I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's because of the seaport. I don't know, bro. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I'm like, all I need is good internet. And I'm good. Like, that's all I fucking need, dude. So,
I know, man. Yeah, you just need the internet to fucking flow. So,
yeah.
Are you recording? We're good?
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. I appreciate it. We got everything going. We're good. Everything's on. So let's go.
Yeah, I think we left off and talked about your trip and everything that's going on down there. And
yeah.
One
thing I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, I never been to Port A. Have you? Or you gone to South Padre, but you've been to Port A?
Yeah, I've been to Port Aransas.
Dude, I didn't realize how pretty it was out there. Like,
yeah, man, it's nice.
I've always gone to Corpus, and it's a shitty fucking beach, bro. Like, I mean,
they're working. Honestly, they're working on the whole fucking coastline.
Yeah,
I mean, it really started in South Padre because I've seen it progress because we go every fucking year, pretty much every year. Last year we had the baby, so we didn't go, but we go every summer. It's our summer trip. The girl, obviously. The girls love it. The beach. Camila can't wait to go.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 2 years removed now, but man, we have a good time. So and I see them progressing. It's super fucking clean. Like they're getting better and better. And now everybody says that Port Aransas is really pretty too. Like,
dude,
they were saying that it was nothing but shit water. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Corpus Christi goes through the same shit, but I'm sure they're working on it the same as the other two places did. But
No,
So it's pretty good.
when I was at Port A, it was like the water was so clear. And I was like, damn, I can't believe. And I remember when I went to Corpus last time, it was like dirty
Yeah.
water. And then I had we had like what's it called, jellyfish everywhere, dude. I was like,
Oh yeah.
damn. And then Courtney was like, we're driving there, and we were gonna go home. And she's like, it's just going another 20 minutes. I like, so we went over there. I was like, dude, it's so nice over here. Like, and I mean, I got sunburned pretty good, man. I was like, I haven't been to the beach in a while because last time we went, I had a surgery on my appendix. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I was
remember you saying.
I wasn't able to get in the water or nothing. So now it's like working. I'm like, man, it's pretty good, man. But it was a lot of fun. You know, the kids are all here. Then we went to San Antonio. They had those big conchas. We went to some restaurant, like huge conchas and a big old cup of coffee. But we went kind of late, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat that shit at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You know what I mean? So
Oh no, you're gonna be fucked up the rest of the day.
yeah,
They
dude.
put you in a little fucking sugar coma and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then we went to some hopscotch thing. I don't know if you've seen that. There, all the little like balls are lit up. It's like something. It's pretty cool. Like all these things you can take photos of and stuff. And
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
it's really nice, man. The girls loved it. Or it was just Aubrey with us because Sophie was in Dallas. But it was a lot of fun, dude. But there was like one section where it was like human rights campaign, and I already knew, bro. I was like, I'll see you on the next one. I just walked all the way around. I'm like, man, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not going through all this stuff, bro.
It's so fucking crazy, man. There's so much shit going on. So much shit going on, you know, in the world of politics, and in the world of, you know, media and the whole shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and yes, it's funny because we were talking about all the border stuff and everything. One thing we didn't talk about is they're hitting all these fucking Mexican-born singers with, you know, they're revoking their fucking visas. Like, it's crazy, you know. Some more than a couple, a lot of friends from here were going to watch Julian Alvarez at the AT&T Stadium, and they shut him down. Like, something has to be fishy because that motherfucker canceled the night before.
Okay.
So the night before he said, yeah, unfortunately we can't make it across the border, blah, 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 the visa and all this shit. I like, cool. I listened to it and everything, and I get it. He's probably sincere about it. But when you think you're checking on your fucking visa consistently, if you got something as big as the AT&T fucking stadium, you know, sold out and shit, like, I don't know. It was a little bit weird, but you know, it's not just him. They're hitting a lot of fucking people with shit, you know, threatening Peso Pluma and those, and like other you know, artists. Like, if they keep singing narco corridos and all about that shit, like, and a lot of them are taking a hard stance. A lot of the singers and shit are taking a hard stance, and like, we're not gonna sing corridos because, you know, they're gonna revoke our visas and all this shit, right? And in Mexico, like, the people in Mexico are hating it, right? Because they go to see these corridos that are real, you know, popular and shit, and they're like, we can't sing those anymore.
Yeah,
they're trying to clean up the image. They're trying to clean up the image so that they don't have an issue with their visa. And I mean, Julian had his problems. His problems were bigger than the normal guy's problems. Like, they were, you know, they accused him of laundering money and shit for the cartel, and he had really deep ties with the with politicos, with the government, ex presidents and shit like that in Mexico. And so, you know, they hit him hard. They revoked his fucking visas. They didn't let him come over here anymore. But that's starting to happen again now with Donald Trump and revoking that shit. So it's kind of weird to me because it's just music, and I feel like whatever the fuck, man, it's just fucking music. Fuerza Regida, they can't do shit to them because they're American, but they're singing some of the most fucking violent shit, some of the craziest shit. Like, their last album they just put out is riddled with corridos again, which is cold. I love it. I love their music and all that shit, but it's a little unfair to the Mexicans in this bitch, like, because they're Americans, so they can sing whatever the fuck they want, and it kind of gives them an unfair advantage in the market, right? Because they're the ones who can sing it, and they can't do shit about it.
First Amendment, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's you know, and it's like a Grupo Frontera. I remember I saw them; they were getting a lot of stuff too because they were like open Trump supporters, and like
they got threatened, bro.
Yeah,
they got threatened also by Trump not to be fucking singing that shit.
Yeah, well, not only that, I'm talking like fan wise, like that like fans were mad at them because they were like very pro Trump people, and like they've
Yeah.
done like the dance. They even like I think their family was very Trump like. So like I saw that like a whole thing on that. But I mean like shoot, I always like their music, but I don't listen to
Yeah.
corridos a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I like to listen to it here and then with the kids, but you know I don't
Yeah.
get into the mix of it too much. I'm more
Yeah,
of like a
man.
JP kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, man. You know I love that shit, yo. So
Well, that
it
is
kind of hit
cool.
home, and
Yeah.
a lot of people like there were the memes and the fucking videos and shit on the internet when that shit happened was fucking crazy. Like people crying in their fucking hotel rooms and shit because yeah, he sent out a video like the night before or something. I don't know exactly right, but the
Yeah.
day before or something, and he crushed a lot of motherfuckers. And now they're like in limbo, waiting to see if their tickets are going to be good or they're going to have to get refunds or I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, right? But fucking
Yeah,
crazy shit, man. But it's
that's
cool.
something new to me. I didn't know about that. You ever see that documentary Narco Culture? Whatever the hell it is. It's a documentary.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen
That
it
was pretty good too,
with
man.
Commander.
Yeah,
It was with
yeah.
Commander. He was on the Mexican side, and then fuck, I don't know if it was Quinto Elemento.
Mm.
I don't know who it was for sure that was here, but they had a really popular song when Narco Corridos were coming out. It was a smaller fucking band from LA.
Mm.
I don't know if it was LA for sure, but it was in Cali for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
And yeah, that I saw that fucking documentary. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, I remember that's whenever you said we talk about stuff like that, I think about that. Or what was that other guy?
Yeah,
The one that got killed by the narco, got that letter and stuff. We did a reel on him.
Chalino Sanchez. Yeah,
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 yeah. My man
Chalino.
Ozzy probably
Yeah,
go crazy over that.
yeah. I mean, there's originators like Los Tigres del Norte. They sing corridos too. It just
Mm.
doesn't sound the same, and they don't. It's not like so explicit and so direct, right? The narco corridos they be singing now, like they shout out like the cartels. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
They think it's sneaky, like no, but they shout out their initials and shit, like when they're singing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's
Well,
nothing sneaky about it, you know.
what about that? You see that story about the hitman and that girl? She got killed like on live video and stuff like that. He said he had a
Oh shit,
present
I don't
for
know.
her. Yeah, it's like it went everywhere. It was like on the news and stuff, and she was
Oh
like
really?
streaming it. She was like, I don't know if I don't know, I'm scared of this guy. His dad's a hitman, but whatever. Like yeah, they are mad at the girl too because the girl's like, they're coming, they're gonna bring you a present, and the guy goes and he kills her. Yeah, it was all over the news. I know that story, but yeah, apparently it was like
Yeah.
live, and she got killed like on her Facebook Live or the hell it was. But yeah, I was like, man, that's pretty wild. And they show like the
Damn.
dad and stuff, who he is, and but I'm like, damn, that can't be
Oh
good
yeah,
either.
she was like big in social media. She was like a
I
famous
think so.
TikToker and
Yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I think I saw the news about that, but I didn't keep up with it or
Yeah.
anything
Courtney
like
was telling me
that.
about it, and then I had seen a little bit, but I didn't really get into it. But I thought that was wild too, and I'm thinking too, like the narcos guys probably don't like that kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? Like now you got to start over the news because you killed some girl. You know what I mean? That's popular. Like
You would
you
you
know.
would think that, man, but they're like it's a lot more mainstream for
Yeah.
them now. Like same as we're into social media, they're into social media. They put their shit out.
Yeah.
They have all these accounts and shit, and they put their shit out. Like I mean, they use social media in Mexico, especially. They use social media to put out like executions and shit online, like
Mm.
crazy shit, man. Like when they're interviewing their rivals and shit before they execute them and stuff like that. They use it as a tool, like to breed fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's crazy shit. Like they're advancing just as like the rest of the world is, right? They're
Yeah.
using every medium they have to terrorize.
Yeah. They
So I
hire
mean,
like
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, and they hire like security that's up to date with things that are in probably like in the modern military. You know what I'm saying? Like all
Yeah,
kinds of like tactics, which is wild. You know when you think about it, like even like sometimes I read stories of like guys who are like from even the I can't remember the exact name, but it's like almost like the Cuba where they like it was like Russia. They had their secret police, kind of like that, but like they would hire guys like that for intel or for help and stuff
yeah.
like that, security wise. But
Well, I mean,
even
their money's
Americans.
infinite, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's
their money's
crazy.
infinite. So like, if you're for sale,
Yeah.
if your skills are for sale, like they're gonna get at you. Like they have ex-military and ex-police force
Hmm.
like all over the ranks and through the cartel. Like
Hmm.
they're all experienced. Like a lot of them are experienced. So
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, like that guy, one of the guy was telling me, he was like, "Hey, dude, like, one thing that I noticed is that sometimes these guys have big ranches. They'll come over here, they have these big ranches, then they go over the border and they do their thing, and then they come back." This guy was telling me that one of the countrymen out there, and I was like, "Damn, that's pretty wild to think of." Like, I always knew it, but to hear him say, he's like, "Man, that big ranch over there? That's probably somebody too." Like, I mean, nobody knows who that guy really is, but he's back and forth.
Yeah.
He has a huge ranch. He comes back over. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of business gets done in Mexico, and people don't live there. You know what I'm saying? Like in these border towns, a lot of business gets done. They have full blown businesses in Mexico and in the U.S. So obviously they live in the U.S., but they work in both places.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hey everybody, Patch Boys here. We want to do this quick short so we can provide some information about our new sponsors, Underdog Wireline. You can see I'm wearing their merch here. So I just want to tell you a few things that they provide. Of course, they're in Wireline. In Wireline, they provide pump down, logging, pipe recovery services, and as well production work. And some of the other stuff that they provide, they have emergency shower trailers and cool down trailers for rent. At the end of this, we're going to put their contact information. They believe in us, we believe in them, and I think we're a match made in heaven. We appreciate all the support, and we hope that you support Underdog Wireline as well. Thank you guys. Hey, what's up everybody? Patch Boys here, showing the new merch drop from Tejas Hustle, man. Man, they got amazing hats. They just gave us a plethora of hats to show off. We got some corduroy hats, nice and soft, light as a feather. Some trucker hats, man, that you're used to wearing out in the patch. Looking amazing. We got some hunting gear. You know what I'm saying? Little orange love right there. And this hat that we're wearing right now, which Ricky's going to gush over in just a few seconds, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate Texas Hustle for hooking us up, man, making us look good.
Oh, yeah, man. We love it, man. We appreciate all the support. Like he said, I'm loving this hat, bro. This hat right here, look, man, it looks good on both of us, bro. And we got two different types of heads. So check them out, man. And, these guys support us. If you're looking for any shirts, you're looking for any decals, you're looking for any cowboy gear, something, man, check them out at tejashatco.com. Look at their links on the bottom of our description on the episodes, and you can be able to get them. So support them like you support us. If you love us, you love the Permian Basin, you love the oil and gas industry, you love this local thing we got going, check them out, man, because they're doing great stuff, and we appreciate their support.
Shop local, and don't forget, keep on hustling, baby.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys here. Blessed again to be announcing another sponsor for us. This one's going to be Titan. They're running out of crane. They're real close to me. It's family. So we want you guys to support them like they support us, right? So they're running out of crane. If you want to get in contact with them, it's 432-307-1960. Some of the stuff that they offer right now, if they have rustabout maintenance crews, trash trailers, porta potties, combo trailers, forklifts, and they're adding more stuff every single day. So if you guys want to support them so they can continue to support us and give you all the content that you want, go ahead and give them a call. Thank you.
That's a normal thing, but yeah, definitely some of them can be connected.
What's crazy is that
it's safer for them to be over here.
Oh yeah, and then of course you want to raise your family over here too, right? I would think,
Yeah, of course.
But it's crazy because like you think, I don't know. I know we touched a lot on the narcos this time, but it touched base over there. Like I'm telling you, like I said, it was just crazy, man.
We were talking about and again, it ties into this whole thing with the singers here in the U.S. and it's kind of threatening, the artists that I especially like, but Aiden, he listens to that shit. Like a lot of the Mexican kids, the youth here listen to that shit, and of course they don't know all the intricate in and out and like wordplay that they use about drugs and about the cartel and stuff like that. So they're just paid attention to the beat. Excuse me.
It's kind of weird. Like I don't know what's good or bad. It's cartels, or they listen to American music about the devil. You know what I'm saying? Or Illuminati.
Yeah,
it's like no matter what, you're screwed here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's crazy shit. Like
you
gotta have to the way that you perceive music is the way that it is, right? If I go into every music and I dissect it, like if I were to go into Eminem songs and dissect it and be, in his mindset where he wanted to cut his fucking mom's head off and shit, like it's probably going to be pretty depressing, but I never worried about that. I listened to how good his rhymes were, how good the punchlines were, the beats and everything, and it's just good fucking music. You know what I mean? if you get into it because you know you want to kill your mom too, then you have a
Yeah.
fucking problem. And of course, Eminem put out Stan kind of in that image, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro, I'm just fucking around. I'm making music, and you're fucking taking it to the fucking chest, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what Stan was about. So that's the thing, that music is music. It's art. It's just because I see a picture on the wall of somebody fucking slicing someone's fucking hands off doesn't mean I'm just gonna go out here like fucking Freddy Krueger and start hitting motherfuckers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in the person too. It's in the household. It's in the family. It's in the parents and the kids and how you raise them. And
Mhm.
I truly believe that.
Yeah, and also, but sometimes I think like there's music out there, like it's pretty wild. Like I feel like there's like when they say like there's people who like do like seances, or like they want like
Mhm.
it's really like demonic music. And like I was watching a podcast recently
Yeah.
with Sean Ryan. He had that guy from I want to say Thunder something, or I can't remember the name, man, but it's a mega
Tropic Thunder.
no, Mega Storm or Mega Rock or something. It's a new episode. He just had Sean Ryan, and he was talking about that. Like, there's like witches and stuff that do
Uh-huh.
like seances over. But I do feel like they do that, and then you see like the
Yeah.
Grammys or the VMAs, and that stuff's pretty even wild too. But I mean, like I've even heard of conspiracy theories of people saying like the producers pushing a certain music out there to where it disrupts a culture, like, and then it makes them like like you think about gangster rap. Like that gangster rap
Yeah.
was pushed out really hard back in the late '90s and early 2000s. No, late '90s, really around there. And then like a lot of murder, the community gets destroyed. Like especially like the black community or something like
Yeah.
that. And they're like, there's people above pushing certain things. And I think Ice Cube said that. Ice Cube talked about that, and I thought that was pretty wild because I'd never seen that before. You know what I mean, or heard of that before. But Ice Cube had
Yeah,
brought that
and he
up.
was part of the culture. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, actually, was part of the culture. Like, it just
Yeah,
if people take shit, some people unfortunately are very fucking gullible and very, very easy to manipulate, and those are the people that are fucking dangerous. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, I can listen to all kinds of fucking shit. I listen to rock, I listen to rap, I listen to country, I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? Some country music can be perceived very racist.
yeah,
But
yeah.
do I think it's fucking racist? No, I don't.
Mhm.
I don't think it's racist. It depends on your perception where you want to go with it. You
Well,
know what I mean?
yeah, I think we did an episode on that. Was it Small
Yeah,
Town? With Jason Aldean. That song caught a
yeah,
lot of heat when it
yeah.
came out. You know what I'm saying? But
Of course,
but
of
it, but it
course.
wasn't racist. It was just a song about not taking crap really no more. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
love all that.
yeah,
But I mean, you're right though, especially when it comes down to that. And I just think it's wild when I hear things like that, I see like things like that, and I'm like, dang, But yeah, Eminem was pretty wild because he said some crazy stuff back in the day, and people came
said
after him
some
a little.
crazy shit, but
Yeah,
yeah, but that's why he came out with Stan. That was his answer. Like,
yeah,
hey man, y'all motherfuckers are fans, and y'all think that this is my everyday life. Nah, it's a way of expression. It's a way to
yeah,
express yourself. Either way, you have to fucking control yourself, right?
yeah.
We're human beings. Thoughts are gonna creep into your head of bad shit, and it's up to
Mhm.
you to control it. It's up to you to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel that's the same shit as music. Music to me is just fucking music, man.
Mhm.
And if I like it, then I listen to it. If the beat hits good, it makes me want to dance, or if it makes me want to have a fucking beer, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit. Of course, the shit that's so blatantly fucking, like Little Nas X's bullshit with the fucking devil and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, that's just trash. It's trash fucking music in
Mhm.
my eyes.
Yeah.
And some people fucking liked it and whatever. Maybe they fucking, they're atheists, they don't believe in God or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't typically want to watch that because we believe in God, and it's kind of blasphemous for us to be fucking watching that shit or listening to it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, some of the stuff is going to be hidden stuff and stuff that we kind of have to interpret, but it doesn't necessarily have to be all
Well,
bad.
well, you think about like I used to listen to 3 6 Mafia a lot as a kid, and I used to love them, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
had all their albums, and
Yeah,
I never really took it like that, but I remember thinking, damn, there's a lot of stuff about the devil, you know what I mean? And then like, and
yeah,
I see a lot of like, especially like a lot of videos now, especially with Project Pat. Project Pat's talking about it. I think even I can't remember who it is. Oh, what's that name? That dude's name? Koopsta, Koopsta. You know what I'm talking
mm,
about? Coops the King or
nah.
Slob, you know what I'm saying? That song is Slob on my, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah,
that guy Coops he made that song, and But he was talking about that and how like they would do that stuff, and he was like, "Man, I was just straight demonic, bro." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy, man." You know, I'm gonna find it right now. But it was just I don't know. I hear stuff like that, and I used to listen to them all the time, and then I see them now talking about like, "Man, why did I put that stuff out?" And I was listening the crap out of that stuff. You know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
just one of those things, man. So, but I don't know. I just think it's pretty wild hearing that stuff. I'm trying to find the singer on that, man. I know
I'm
I've
not
heard it
sure.
before.
It's
I know
been so fucking long. So.
yeah, I know I've heard it. I got you. Let me see. Man, who the hell is it? I know. Dang, I can't even find it, bro. I'm trying to find it right now, but um, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find this damn song because I need to find it. I know. Uh, Koopsta has to be
Yeah, it's
Koopsta. Who is it?
Koopsta Nika.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I know.
guy.
I mean,
Because I bought
it
that
sounds
album,
really
bro.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds really close to
The
nigga, so I
Devil's
imagine that's why
Playground.
it's Koopsta Nika. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. That's what
yeah,
that
yeah,
was.
yeah,
The album that came out because I remember listening to it. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man, it's just stuff like that, and I hear these guys talking about it, and I'm like, man, I remember freaking hearing all that stuff, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. And you could choose like you're obviously not a devil worshiper for
Coops and
listening to the
Nika.
music, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and so you're obviously not a devil worshiper for listening to that music, right? So that's the thing. You be a strong base for your kids, whatever they listen to. Like my daughter, if I'm listening to rap or whatever, I don't shy away from it. Like, why shy away from it? If she asks me about something or what they say or this and the other, I respond to her and I teach her right
yeah.
properly.
And it is
That's all.
hard.
That's all you got to do.
Well, like my kids are
Yeah, of
teenagers,
course.
and it's hard for me. Like, even though like I don't agree with the music, like the only one I don't like them listen to is that red, Dreppy, that girl, the red, whatever the hell her name is. You know what I'm talking about? She
The
makes all that.
girl,
Yeah, she makes all that raunchy music.
Doja Cat.
Nah, hell no. Red. I don't know, man. Shit, I can't even. I
Oh,
sound like an
oh,
old
yeah,
man
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
shit. I don't
yeah.
even
I
know.
know.
You know what I'm talking
I
about? Because
know.
you talked
Sexy
to.
Red, Sexy
Yeah,
Red.
that one, dude. Like, I don't want. Well, that one I will not take. But like all the other ones, it's like
Yeah,
I listen to them. Like, man, it's hard to tell the kids like don't listen to that because it's also like I know they're young and they're like, you know what I mean? Like it's a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like, and
yeah.
then you
They're
don't want to
young
be
like
that
us, and
parent.
they're trying to be hip. Sure if you play. A lot of people shit on us for listening to SPM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And no, we don't condone what the fuck SPM did or why he's in prison or. And it's not. I'm not the judge, jury to decide whether or not that motherfucker should stay in prison or die in prison or anything like
Yeah,
that. The music was kind of something that we grew up on. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. I don't ever blame anybody that listens to that. Like really, really prolifically,
mm.
Nino talked about it and,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
SPM and that whole shit.
He got
But I think
into it
that
with
the
them
fact,
guys.
yeah, yeah. But the
Yeah,
fact of the matter is, like, whether or not that motherfucker is in prison for the rest of his life or doesn't come out is besides the point to me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? The songs that he played back then are not songs with any innuendos about being a pedophile or doing any of that bullshit. It to me is just old school Chicano music, like old school Mexican music, like rap, Mexican
mm,
rap, Chicano rap, whatever you want to call it. And it's a sound. It's like a sound of Chicanos, Mexican people. Like we didn't have. Now it's crazy, like because it's on the big come up, with Mexican OT and Faux Mob.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? All these guys that are putting out really good fucking music down here from Texas, man. They're kind of carrying that along, so we can leave SPM behind. But I'll never be like, man, fuck that music, because
mm.
all of us were jamming the Mexican radio when that motherfucker came out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
And
Saying,
and it is weird. It's a weird taste. Like it's like even hearing when you hear like some of that like Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, or stuff like
yeah, of
that. It's
course,
like and then it's like, man, that guy was a straight up creep, bro. But it's like I don't know. It's
yeah,
just so weird. It's hard to even get. And I hear people talk about him now. I'm like, dude, I still think that guy was creepy. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way
he
around it, man.
was,
Wanted to sleep with kids.
he
You know what I'm
was.
saying? Like you can't get around that. Like, and I think I love it when people are like, "Oh, you don't know that." I'm like, "Well, would you sleep with a child, or you let your kids sleep with a grown person?" Like, no. I'm like, "Well, why?
Yeah,
Why is it
the,
okay with this guy?" You know what I mean? Like, because he does
yeah,
moonwalks.
the best answer. It's crazy because the best answer for that is like watching Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah,
When Dave Chappelle did the skit where he was put on trial as a witness or whatever, and it's about Michael Jackson, they're like, he made Thriller, he's like, he made Thriller, and then they're like, okay, would you let your kid fuck no. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he,
yeah,
he was on both sides of the coin. Like,
yeah,
obviously, he loves Michael Jackson's music. Would he be stupid enough to have his kid spend the night at his house with him? Fuck no.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's when it comes back to the parent. It comes back to the foundation that these children have. You know what I mean? It's very important.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things. It's crazy, but
You
yeah,
know, and it's like now the more it's like now I listen to things, I'm like, man, but you know, but to be honest, I don't really listen to new stuff mostly even in these countries, but I listen to a lot
yeah,
of worship music. That's what I listen to now. It's weird. Like I would have never, you asked me that like freaking 15, 20 years ago, I would have never told you, yeah, that's all I listen to all day. That's all I listen to. I drive around, I listen to that, but
yeah,
I like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think I would, but I do love it. But it's just like I listen to, you know, sometimes I get tired, I put on some Texas country, or you know, I even put Bob Marley on the other day because we were at the beach and somebody put on Bob Marley, and
yeah,
I was like, dude, I haven't heard that in forever. And you know what I mean?
yeah,
And I
man.
was like, that's some good
Classic.
tunes, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Reminds us of back in the day in the El Camino with Caleb Carbajal.
that's
You
what I
know what I mean?
always think of when it comes out. I think of Caleb Carvajal and
Yeah,
me
man.
inside that
He
seat like
used to
that, all
be on that
busted up.
shit all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah,
yeah. It was like I had no
yeah,
body,
man.
just a head sitting in the back of the damn thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So, but
that
if
shit
we
was fucking hilarious,
and I
man.
also think too, if we got T-Bone, I'd have been done, bro. Like that would have been me.
Oh, 100.
I would have been smushed up in the back, you know. But I was able to squeeze back there, which is crazy, man. You know, so
Yeah, but for the most part, most of the times,
yeah,
early when we were sophomores, every time we went to lunch was a death trap waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
yeah,
a lot of us could have got hurt and killed. Yeah,
yeah.
I remember when I had my little truck. I had the little truck out of our group. I was driving the little truck first. So everybody was piling in the back and the front. I was always carrying 6+ people when I shouldn't have been had more than two.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
yeah, but it's different times. You know what I mean? Different
No, for
times.
sure. And you know what's crazy is like, you know, I'm glad y'all, I'm appreciate y'all coming too to the graduation party. You know what I mean? That was cool. But
Of course,
you know,
man.
thinking
Of
about it
course.
now, I'm like, man, that's crazy how Aiden's like done. Like that's it, bro. Like that man's back.
I know.
He's just like his
Welcome to the real world.
exactly, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. I was thinking about the other day, like it went by so quick, dude, and it really does. Like people say, I don't, it goes, you know, I don't think it will, but it really does, man. It really goes fast. Like, you know, my daughter
Yeah,
just
it
right
goes
now,
fast, man.
she's ninth grade. First time she's out on her own. She went out with the school, and I'm like, man, she's already in high school now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
dang,
bro.
you know. And then my other one,
That's crazy.
I got my little girl with me, the little Aubrey, and I'm like, man, I wish I could just stun her down. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, man.
That's
Hold on.
that's all I can
Yeah, I
do.
tell Camila all the time. That's what I tell her, like, man, just stay small for dad, please, baby. Man,
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but
you know,
we just got to do our best when they're little, man.
My daughter, she Aubrey, she asked me to tuck her in the other night, and she hasn't asked me that in years, bro. I got up like that. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, I've been waiting for this day again. You know what I'm saying? I remember asking before, like I would do it, and I remember thinking, oh man, I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna do it. And I remember thinking, you know, and then all of a sudden it's over, and then you're like, and then
yeah.
she asked me, and I'm
The
like,
blink of an eye.
dude, she's like, hey, can you tell me? I was like, shoot, I'm there. I don't even care. Like, I was like, this is the tightest you're gonna get tucked in because I don't know when I'm gonna do it again. You know what I mean? But
I know,
it was
man. That's
awesome, man.
crazy.
You know, but it goes so fast, dude. You know, and I know you know,
Yeah,
but it's just like for me, it's like, man, I don't know, went too quick, bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know, man. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm a little behind over here, but I know I see what you guys going through and everything, and I know
yeah,
it's waiting for me. You know what I mean? But
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy these little years for as long as I possibly can. I'll take that.
You know, it was cute whenever your daughter was there at the party. She was like, "Can you blow me a balloon?" I was like, "Shoot, I don't mind."
Yeah,
I felt like a damn clown running around. I was
yeah,
blowing all these
man.
balloons, giving them to the kids. You
Yeah,
know?
that little girl is just a ray of sunshine, bro. No matter
Yeah.
where she goes,
Oh yeah.
Camila's a ray of
She was
sunshine.
dancing like crazy too. I was like, man, that's awesome, bro. You know what I mean?
She's outgoing. I don't know how that's gonna go for me
Yeah.
as outgoing as she is, but we'll
Yeah.
find out. We'll
And
find
you
out.
know, it was such a fun time, man, to have everybody there hanging out. We hadn't done that in a while, so it was a lot of fun, dude. Like, you know, having
No,
Fabian
it
and
was a good
Romeo,
time, man.
and I was like, dude, it was cool, man. You know, and but you know, I'm excited too. We got the BKFC thing coming, and you know,
Yeah,
I might be out another week, so we're probably not going out like this again if it's that way. But I will be back in time for that. I'll make sure of that. And I got
yeah,
the
and
hotel
everybody will
today.
see the fucking stuff coming through.
I end up booking that whole same hotel that you're staying at so far right now.
Okay, nice.
But I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna see if I can find if I can find a suite or something, and maybe we can do that episode there. And I'll keep looking. But I
Yeah.
was just like, I did book it today, the other day, so that one's booked there, and for sure, me and Aiden are going, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? So
Fuck yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's gonna go well. We can do this shit in fucking Starbucks. Hey,
mhm.
that ain't the big deal, man. We're excited, and they sent me the whole breakdown of the list of everybody who's gonna be fighting. Man, it's gonna be a really good fight. So
Yeah,
hopefully everybody's there. Jeremy hopefully get another fucking KO.
yeah.
And we'll see what's up with Leonard. Leonard hasn't been announced, so I think he's going to make an announcement there at the fight. So
You
maybe we'll
know,
just get to chill, talk with him, get a little interview, see what's going
yeah.
on.
Maybe we can do Zoom or something. Maybe we can try to, even if I'm out of town, maybe we can let them on the Zoom and just do something like that, quick and easy. You know what I mean? Before the fight or something, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Even if it's just one of them, we can see what's up. I'll know more on Friday if I'm gonna stay here or not, and then we can go from there. But and then we can do that, you know. But if we can at least get one
yeah,
of them
that'd be
on,
good.
I think that'd be good. Just a little insight before.
Fuck yeah, man!
I
Just to
need
get
to.
just a little primer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I did not expect to be out this long, but that's just how it's looking, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, that's how it shakes out. But it's a business
yeah,
we're in, man.
I
So I
know.
wanted to touch on a couple fucking bases before we end this fucking episode. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So uh, it's fucking funny. A few of the things I write down notes here and there. So of course the big one that I was really looking at because it's making a lot of people fucking swallow their fucking words and shit is I don't know if you saw or not the study that came back that says Antarctica has gained ice.
oh, dang, no, I
Um,
didn't see that. I
yeah,
believe
so
it.
there's a reversing trend.
Yeah,
There's a reversing trend of melting ice caps. So now this year it has gained ice.
yeah,
And the measurement, I don't know what the measurement is, but they have a measurement for it or whatever, and they see it continuing, right?
yeah,
So I just know that what's gonna happen is these motherfuckers are gonna be like, yeah, well, fuck, yeah, we're going to a second ice age. Now they're gonna switch their fucking gears,
yeah.
and it's fucking crazy. So I thought that was really fucking crazy that
Well,
basically they've been nullified with this whole global warming. I'm not saying like before. I'm not saying that environmentally we're the best or that humans are the best for the world. No, I'm just saying that people are fucking exaggerating. And should we move to be greener for the sake of the environment, so that there's more birds in the fucking air, there's more animals, there's
yeah,
more green grass, there's more, less fucking pollution in the air, more fish in the sea, like whatever the fuck, like the shit that happened during COVID, you know what I'm saying, it cleared up big time because of everybody was in standstill. Stuff like that. Do we need to work towards doing it? Like, yeah, for sure. But obviously, it's working.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck is going on, and it hasn't been that much of a change. So
Yeah. Well, my thing has always been climate's always changing. Period. And then
yeah,
another thing is also is like, like, yeah, we can do what we can, but at the end of the day, you got China throwing shit in the water. You got fucking Africa and
uh,
India just tossing
well,
trash
India.
in
You
there,
didn't want to talk about India,
bro.
partner.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because like I remember one day it hit me one day. I looked it up and I was like, damn, we're not even the top 20. Like, and then I see these
Uh,
documentaries where like Africa, they're shitting on over the beaches and trash, and India, they're just tossing shit and they're all bathing and shitting in there. I'm like, dude, how the fuck is that okay? And but we're the problem, you know.
yeah,
And then, but I also think it's a big money laundering kind of money grab, kind of throw money everywhere.
one
You know
hundred
what I'm
percent,
saying? And
one
we've
hundred
seen that a
percent. You
lot.
saw the shit that Doge cut out.
Yeah,
All the shit that
yeah,
Doge cut out,
yeah,
where it was like fucking ridiculous amount of spending
yeah. Hell
for
yeah,
the
man.
environment, and I get it. I get it. There's some stuff is worth doing,
Yeah,
right? Water conservation stuff, is it wildlife conservation? Stuff is worth doing, right?
yeah,
We want to conserve our wildlife and we want to conserve our waters,
yeah,
especially our potable water. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
not potable, but drinkable water. So I think that's the stuff that matters. People need to fucking take it easy with the let's save the grub worm population. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm
Mhm.
fucking I feel like I'm fucking wedding crashers it's devastating the fucking grub worm population. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they got to take it a little easy. But I thought that was really fucking funny.
Yeah, you know what's weird? Like out here in San Antonio or Pleasanton, I've seen a lot of people. Speaking of COVID, I've seen a lot of people wearing masks, and I saw a lady today wearing a full blown mask, and she had safety shades on. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, why is it so many
Probably just ugly.
bro? It's just crazy to me. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? I feel like telling them, like, are you a joke or what, bro? Like, what is it? It wasn't just her, it was her and her dude, and like her mom was with him, and I was like, or somebody, grandma or something. Like, what a joke, bro.
Yeah.
You literally got safety shades on. Like, what the hell, man? It's crazy to me.
And there was a big deal. You know, RFK, got the CDC to remove the COVID vaccine, whatever the fuck suggestion or not suggestion, but whatever for pregnant women. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a big deal. They finally removed it off the CDC webpage.
Hell yeah, man.
So that was a big deal.
It's been good, man. I love the changes. Everything I see on there, I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with it, whatever. Yeah. But it's
our boy Elon ain't doing too good though.
But
he's a little pissed off.
But the people try to push it more off as like, oh, he left. But no, his 130 days were up. That was it. Yeah. But that's the thing is like the media try to push it off. Well, he's so mad he's leaving. No, he probably doesn't agree with him, but it's like it's his day's time's up and this is the day. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly.
It's okay to disagree.
Yeah, you're right though.
Trump isn't like going after him or nothing. He just says, I think we need to pass this bill.
That's it.
And yeah, 100%. There's a lot of it is going to add a lot to the deficit. And I tell people, all the bills that get passed in every presidency for budget add to the deficit.
Yep.
The difference in this bill is that some and a lot of those fucking kickbacks are coming to us.
Yeah. There you go.
And that's important to understand. You know what I mean? Like those kickbacks are coming to us. Yeah, we're adding to the deficit. They plan to continue. The reason Elon Musk's pissed off is because a lot of the Doge savings are getting eaten up by that deficit. That's why he's pissed off.
Yeah,
which I understand. He wanted to get to an absolute zero as far as the deficit that we incur year after year.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like I get it. He's protecting what he's doing, like the job that he was given, and it's cool if he disagrees. He obviously disagrees with all the money that's going to go towards agriculture. I understand. He's one of those guys, and I know he fucking hates Bill Gates, right? I
don't like
Bill
Gates either. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I don't trust that fucking guy,
And so I don't know. Man, agriculture and Bill Gates are synonymous at this fucking point, unfortunately.
Dude, it's crazy how much that dude's buying, you know what I'm saying? But that's one thing that scares me, shit like that too. But I guess I gotta run, Jesus. But I appreciate you getting on. I'm glad we got this finally worked out. People don't know how hard we've been fucking dealing with this, but I'm glad we got it worked out, and we'll just do something like this till we get back in the studio, and we'll go from there, man. Right? So
for sure, man.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate everybody listening, and we'll hit you. Give everybody a nice show when we go down to Fort Worth, and hopefully this little hiccup it's obviously a hiccup because this doesn't happen very often, but we do what we got to do.
Yes sir. Well, you take it easy, man. Tell everybody say hi. I appreciate everything, and I'll get with you later, bro.
Show, brother.
See you later, man. Appreciate it.
Guys, just wanted to come out here and say, make sure you hit up Underdog Wireline, man. These guys really know what they're doing. They got it going. I've worked with them personally on the field. I know you've heard me say it 100 times, but it's the truth. So look, they offer emergency shower trailers. They offer lay-down machines. They offer cool-down trailers. They even offer wireline, slick line, braided line, whatever you need. They probably got whatever line that you want, bro. So hit these guys up. Give them a call at this number, and support them like they support us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys again, here to announce yet another sponsor, Branded 14 Hot Shot Services LLC. They offer hot shot work, ESP, spooling, ESP technician service, and heavy hauling with semis. These guys are local. They're helping us out, so we want to help them out. Go give them a call at 432-638-1755. All the other information we're going to put right down here, so you guys can give them a call, send them an email, however you need to get in contact with them. We appreciate it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys here. Blessed again to be announcing another sponsor for us. This one's going to be Titan. They're running out of crane. They're real close to me. It's family. So we want you guys to support them like they support us, right? So they're running out of crane. If you want to get in contact with them, it's 432-307-1960. Some of the stuff that they offer right now, if they have rustabout maintenance crews, trash trailers, porta potties, combo trailers, forklifts, and they're adding more stuff every single day. So if you guys want to support them so they can continue to support us and give you all the content that you want, go ahead and give them a call. Thank you.